Hey guys, it's Dave from Bove Drives. Today we're in the 2022 Audi S4 because we have a road trip. A road trip from eastern Pennsylvania all the way up to New Hampshire. Not just New Hampshire, the White Mountains of New Hampshire, so pretty far in there. We have about an 8-hour drive ahead of us with almost 500 miles, 482 miles exact, of driving to do. So I'm going to give my impressions on this Audi S4. I've definitely done a decent amount of road trips in this car, and I'm excited to kind of give my thoughts, but also just get some time behind the wheel in this car. Because really, this car shines on road trips. It's comfortable, it's very fuel efficient. It gets 21 mpg in the city, 30 on the highway, but you can expect 32, 33, probably see 30 with my driving habits, and I'm sure there'll be some traffic. It is Memorial Day weekend, but very fuel efficient for a 350 horsepower, 350 horsepower four-door sports sedan, excuse me. So before we get on the road, I'm gonna fill up with some gasoline, because we're at 165 miles. On a tank, probably get about 450 miles, but I'll probably drive for 400 miles before I fill up again, just to top off before the rest of the trip. I expect probably 3 refills on this trip. One now, one on the back end of the first leg, and then one on the way home. Of course, we're going to the Promised Land to get gasoline. It's about 5:40 in the morning, so it shouldn't be too busy. I don't know if they're open, but yes, Costco, the Promised Land. They're not even open. So, change of plans. We're just gonna get going. So as we get up to speed, we'll talk about these seats. Super comfortable sports seats, red leather stitching that looks super nice, but also is very comfortable. I have definitely grown to like a bolstered kind of seat, and the bolstering on this is not only adjustable, some inflatable lumbar on one side, but it's also just cozy and stuff. We also get a 4-way lumbar and a sort of 3-stage massage, just inflates the air bladders and stuff. So very nice for a long road trip. I won't turn that on just yet. Now this 349 horsepower 3-liter turbocharged V6 is very fuel efficient once you stay out of boost and get on the highway. So I would say let's just drive for a little bit, and I'll talk more, check in more. Ooh, roadkill. I'll check in more with some of the longer highway stretches, like we're going to be sitting on the turnpike, so we'll be at some more speed. Then we're going to go through, that'll be in New Jersey, and then we're going to go through New York, probably ease at the Tappan Zee, Connecticut, all those places, Massachusetts and stuff. I'll check in every now and then, get you some B-roll, and that's pretty much it. Enjoy the ride. Alright, so we're sitting on the New Jersey Turnpike. A little over an hour in the trip. We've gone about 67 miles, averaging good cruising speeds of 66 miles an hour, and we're getting 33.1 mpg. See, you can see all this in the center display. We're at 110 miles on the fuel tank, so at some point I will pull over to get gas, maybe get a coffee. But yeah, so far so good. Seats are comfortable. Sun's coming up. 6:40 a.m. Making good time. Alright, so we're getting off here. There's a rest stop I'm very familiar with, so I didn't want to keep going because I am at 80 miles, and I don't really want to get the car below 30 miles empty, because one, it's not good for the fuel pump, and two, I haven't been this far north in a bit, and you think I would remember where the rest stops and the gas stations are in New Jersey, but alas, I didn't want to make it a pain in the butt to like search for a gas station. Plus, I wanted to get Starbucks. I have a money on my Starbucks card, so I don't want to, I might as well use it because I'm going to be here. I'm actually going to order on the app, $11 on the Starbucks card. Yep, just going with the standard cold brew. Got a venti. Hopefully there's enough for my cup holders. We'll find out. Check out. Yeah, place order. Cool. Let's get after it. So I can't confirm that a venti Starbucks drink will fit next to a very large 40-ounce Stanley style tumbler bottle. This is not a Stanley, it's like a $15 bottle I got from Kirkland. So $44.40 for gas on 91. Ugh. $53 for 12 gallons. Ugh. It is right off the highway, and we are in New Jersey. Costco is usually 50-60 cents cheaper than that, but it's also Costco. Back on the turnpike, looks like we added about 10 minutes maybe to that whole trip, but also I'm starting to see some traffic build up. Very hard to see right on the George Washington. I might try to get to the Tappan Zee, or I might just suck it up. But yeah, we'll probably check in, maybe in an hour or two. Maybe once I'm in New York. Probably not New York because I'm in there for such a short time, but probably check in Connecticut, talk about fuel economy, see how long we've been on the road, if we hit any traffic. But for now, it's just me, some podcasts, some music, and the open road. So see you guys in a bit. I got my coffee, so I'm getting supercharged with some caffeine. In classic New Jersey, New York style, we're hitting some traffic. The map has taken us to the Tappan Zee route instead, but as you can see, there's just lots of yellow, lots of rush hour traffic, and I'm sure some of this is also attributed to Memorial Day. Hopefully as we get into New England and as rush hour dies down, we'll be on some smooth sailing. But checking in at the 2-hour mark, not even planned. 32 in a third MPG, 128 miles, cruising along, 435 miles left in the tanks. Checking back in at about the 2-hour 57, call it 3-hour mark. We're entering the state of Connecticut. That's pretty impressive. I mean, almost 3 hours from eastern Pennsylvania through New Jersey, New York with traffic on a holiday weekend to Connecticut. That's not terrible. Not bad at all. So we're finally on I-84 East, which it looks like we're going to be on here for a majority of the remainder of the drive through Connecticut, and then into Massachusetts. I believe we'll hop on 290 by Worcester, which is where I used to go to school, Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Studied engineering there. So I'm super comfortable. I haven't needed the massage, no fatigue in the seats. I just really have to use the restroom because I drank a lot of my coffee so far, and I've been having water too. So staying hydrated, staying caffeinated on this road trip. Still averaging around 32 mpg, almost 200 miles. Average speed had dropped a little bit to 63 miles an hour from that 65 I reported earlier, but we're cruising. Sun's up, 73 degrees out. It's, you know, perfect road trip weather. Well, hello everyone. We're passing through Hartford, passing through Hartford, Connecticut, downtown Hartford. There's some of main Hartford over there. My map is freaking out, but we're at the 4-hour mark, give or take, 245 miles, passing through pretty much the middle of Connecticut, and I'm doing good. And we're just chugging along. It's been pretty good on I-84 in terms of traffic and maintaining good speeds. All right, team, 4.5 hours in, and I didn't even realize we passed into Massachusetts. Just nice and easy cruising on I-84, being able to maintain a 75 mile per hour speed. My average speed is creeping up. My MPG is getting, you know, right up towards 33, and I'm just cruising. I've engaged massage. We're getting towards I-90, the Mass Pike, and we're gonna be passing by Worcester. Actually, it looks like it's not, so I'm gonna switch that over because I want to pass by Worcester. Alright guys, so we're running at 5.5 hours on the trip, cruising along. Look at all the stats right here, and we're just crossing over into New Hampshire. So we got 2.5 hours left. Welcome to New Hampshire, and wow, this is Nashua, New Hampshire, and crazy. I used to live here, worked here right out of school for 2 years. Used to make Tesla videos right around over there at my apartment and work. 2.5 years ago, I used to live here, and man, how much life has changed. New jobs, 2 new states, a few new cars later, friendships and relationship changes and engagement. You know, it just, you know, while I'm here, it really just, I want to emphasize to people out there who may still be listening that, you know, relationships and friendships are very important, and you have to find relationships that put people in your corner and advocate for you. They bring out the best personality traits in you. You bring out the best in others. It's, you know, you have to have people advocating for you, but you also have to advocate for yourself. You have to make decisions that work best for you, and you need to know what makes you happy and what you value in life. Values are so important. And I just think, you know, my past and whatever, every moment is a learning moment and a reflective moment to shape who you are in your 20s, pre-20s, 30s, 40s, and onwards. We're constantly reflecting and growing. So with that being said, just chilling in the car for the next 2.5 hours. Appreciate everyone just listening to my tirade, but yeah, it's like kind of crazy to be on these roads in a totally different car, in a totally different place and state of mind, but it almost feels familiar. You know, it doesn't feel foreign. That's why I love road trips. I just love returning to places, discovering new places. I'll check back in, get you some B-roll once we get into, you know, upstate New Hampshire, you know, the White Mountains, up in this area as we get closer to our destination. Almost 2 hours left, 134 miles, and we're cruising. Sure, the only time I ever get fast food like Burger King is on road trips like this, where it's just like, you know, well, you would think, oh, I'm gonna save some time, get some fast food, but it's funny how just fast food has become not fast food. Waited probably 15 minutes for my food, paid, you know, probably $15 for it. I think it was 12, but oh, it's just crazy. But I got my food. I'm an hour away. I switched to Waze, but I'm probably about halfway through New Hampshire and making good time for the most part. So I did get a Whopper, a water bottle, and a large fry. Look at this Whopper. You know, it's not too bad size. I haven't had a Whopper in a while, so pretty shocked. Probably better than what McDonald's has to offer, but I'm holding it up, going to eat it, and all the lettuce falls out. So I gotta clean that out down there. But yeah, it's not the worst for $12. I just wish it was faster food. Alright guys, so we are about 25 miles, 40 minutes from our destination, and we're in the thick of the White Mountains, no service. I feel like this is a good place to leave off the video, you know, to kind of give my final summary of this road trip. It's been, for 7.5 hours in the car, it's been pretty flawless when it comes to the car. Car's comfortable, been very fuel efficient. You know, we're cripped down to 31.8 mpg. Filled up twice, once on the start of the trip and now just to have some fuel for the trip as well as on the way home. That's a fun little curve. Yeah, no, it's been a very easy road trip considering how long and how far we've gone. Car's been very fuel efficient, comfortable, and I have no complaint. Yeah, it's been great. So with that being said, I'll sum up saying this is an excellent sports sedan road tripper. It's comfortable, you could fit a lot of stuff in the trunk, you could put at least 2 people comfortably behind yourself as long as they're not super tall, and you'll get good fuel economy and you'll have the power and the refinement that comes with a luxury sports sedan. So highly recommend for road trips. Alright, that being said though, it's Dave from POV Drives, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.